Shalom, family. Shalom. I'm back again with some amazing information. Okay, you guys remember this picture, right? Well, you remember this video from the other day where I said I think I'm an angel, and I said that this was a halo. Now, I just said halo. I hadn't looked up anything on it. I just said it was a halo. So, something hit me today, and when I was like, that was my aura. I was saying that that was my aura. So and now, hold on. Let me go back to that picture. I was saying that that was my aura. I mean, today it popped in my head that that's my aura. A halo too. A halo and an aura. So we're going to read about it today to get a better understanding of what we see. So here we see the stripe. We see the halo around my head, and we see this stripe, the rainbow stripes, right? Okay. Now, I just so happened, because I was talking about the electromagnetic field, and I was saying that I was talking about the electromagnetic field, and I was saying, can we use the energy from the electromagnetic field? So let's just read a little bit about the electromagnetic field, and then I also have something else to tell you about the electromagnetic field. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about this. So say the electromagnetic field around every person is depleted in those who are unhealthy. So it says, since ancient times, we have seen pictures and paintings of different spiritual leaders across various traditions, but one thing is common among all of them is the halo that surrounds their head, which is known as the aura energy field. Many have dismissed auras, especially those professed to be experts in natural sciences. However, with the assistance of highly sensitive cameras, scientists have been able to photograph this field. Some experts believe could become a tool for use in the diagnosis and treatment of many diseases. The aura represents your physical, mental, emotional, as well as spiritual energies. The aura is often seen as a mix of fine color frequencies, where each color defines its own individual nature and characteristics. The vibration of this aura is very fine and subtle, so we need very fine instruments to detect it and also to interpret the different colors and shapes in the aura, which can reveal us a lot of unsaid information. A study published in the journal Consciousness and Cognition explained the esoteric phenomena of the aura and energy field of the luminous radiation surrounding a person as a halo. The study explained that in neurological terms, synthesis is due to cross wiring in the brain of some people called sorry, y'all, whatever. Synthet Synethetists. In other words, synethetists have more synaptic connections than normal people. These extra connections cause them to automatically establish associations between brain areas that are not normally interconnected, said Prof. Gamas Millen, a lead author of study. Many healers claiming to see the aura of people might have this condition. The pioneers in this field, in fact, of the Kirlians to this day, any halos around a photograph object are referred to the Kirlian effect. The Kirlian photography is a collection of photographic techniques used to capture the phenomena of electrical coronal charges. It is named after, see, I was talking about the electrical charges. It's named after Semyon Korlian, who in 1939 actually discovered that if an object on a photograph plate is connected to a high voltage source, an image is produced on the photographic plate. The technique has been variously known as electrography or electrophotography, corona discharge photography, bioelectrography, gas discharge visualization, EPI, and in Russian literature, Korlianography. Um, Curlian patented many inventions to photograph the glow and captured many images of it. Over time, they noticed the images vary from person to person. Carolyn and his wife were demonstrated that their images showed a life force of energy field that reflected the physical and emotional states of their living subject. These images could be used to diagnose illnesses. The images could be used to. In 1961, they published the first paper on the subject in the Russian Journal of Scientific and Applied Photography. The aura of a person has been found to be directly connected to the level of health of the person. A person is considered to be healthy when their physical vitality, mental clarity, emotional well-being, as well as highly positive spiritual energies are relatively balanced. So a person who is healthy at all these levels has a bigger and brighter aura, and vice versa in the case of an unhealthy person. A faint glow around certain body parts may indicate the presence of a disease or disorder. From the intensity of the glow, the Koreans learned to determine the total activity of the body, the efficiency of different treatments, as well as the state of organs and systems. Now, when I explained to you guys that in my video about the Avengers, we talked about the chakras and different colors of the chakras. Now, these different colors of the chakra are directly tied to your organs and to your aura. Now, what they say is, okay, so our base chakra is red, and that is tied to your reproductive organs. So if you have a problem with your reproductive organs, then you should eat a lot of fruits and vegetables that are red, tomatoes, strawberries, etc. If you're having problems with your heart, then you should eat a lot of stuff that's green, because the heart chakra is green. So you should eat a lot of leafy green foods. And this is, more of the meat. This is what I'm telling you guys, and to get off the milk and get on the meat. So the pictures are qualitatively and objectively interpreted, reducing the risk of medical errors. The effectiveness of different treatments can be tested individually. Okay. So it was found that objects which are not alive do not change parameters of their aura more than 2%. Living objects, however, can change their aura field dramatically and quickly. This provides scientists with unique tools to study psychic physics of life and consciousness using bioelectrography. For example, Proof Bunsen in Russia found that the response in Carolyn aura seems to appear as soon or earlier than electric processes in the brain during the decision-making process. From his research presented in 2001 at the International Congress Science Information Experience St. Petersburg, it seems that a thought appears in the aura before any electrical activity can be detected in the brain. It's our consciousness electrophotonic to begin with. This is what I think. I think it's tied to the electricity. I'm telling you guys, the lights be flickering and stuff. When I go places, it's weird. It also appears that the auras of people who interact with various objects such as drugs, crystals, minerals, colors, etc. may change significantly. Modern Carolyn equipped are capable to quantify these effects in terms of their influence on electrophotonic glow. Okay. So, what I say? Each body area has a language as to what the organs do, the muscles, the nerves, etc. When the condition occurs in the body in a localized area, it helps us to discover what we might need to change in order to keep homeostasis in our emotions, mental reasoning, and spiritual living. So when they see those colors, basically they can tell you which organ is wrong with your body. But we can do that ourselves. This is what I'm telling you guys. This is why we need to get on the meat and get off the milk. Because these things we're supposed to know. This is why we're sick and we can't heal ourselves. Because we don't know the spirituality behind our body. Okay, so hold on. Okay. So the human electromagnetic field, proven energetic communication. The human electromagnetic field is generated most strongly by the heart. Where there's electrical current, there's an electrical magnetic field. Electricity courses through each of us all the time, and we therefore produce an electromagnetic field. Research shows that this field actually carries information that is shared with other people. Everybody has an electromagnetic field. Electromagnetic fields are created when electrical current flows. The stronger the current, the stronger the resultant field. A nerve impulse is a wave of electrical activity that passes from one end of the nerve to another. We are full of nerves sending electrical messages all over our bodies all the time. So we are a hotbed of electrical activity. As you can see from the diagram, the human body radiates out a magnetic field. And because we have a hole in our magnetic field right now, we're getting a lot more energy through the magnetic field, from the magnetic field. And I think that it's having some kind of effect on some individuals. I think it's having a good effect on some individuals, and I think it's having a bad effect on some individuals. And we're going to talk about why at the end of this video. Recent research, as cited within the video below, has found that the human body can act as an aerial, which is my middle name, not spelled that way. It's Areil. So Areil, with the capability to send and receive energy to and from its environment. This also includes energy exchange to and from other people. This energy exchange has also been found to influence our thoughts and emotions. So this shows that when our electromagnetic fields intersect, we are likely to subconsciously communicate with each other. You know, when you just get a feeling about someone, perhaps this has a lot to do with it. And I think that we really can communicate telepathically. We just don't know how, because we haven't been practicing this stuff for many years, for a long time, because we forgot. And it's been kept from us. Data shows that when people touch or are in proximity, there is an energy exchange. This is detected by an electroencephalograph. I hate these long scientific words. This highlights the importance of touch, or at least being close proximity of each other. Heart-field interactions between individuals may well be operating just below our level of awareness. Magnetic attraction or repulsion between people may actually be physically real. In addition, we are likely to be subconsciously synchronizing with each other if we spend long periods of time together. And I promise you, I've been with my husband for 7 years, and it's like my husband, my brother, he called us, my name is Denisha, and my husband's name is Dante. My brother called us Denante, because he say we act just alike. He say Denante, calling both of our names together, Denisha and Dante. Denante is so funny. So, but back to, okay, let's read what is a human aura, then we can talk about the halo. Since ancient times, we have seen pictures and paintings of different spiritual leaders across various traditions. But one thing that is common among all of them is the halo that surrounds their head, which is known as the aura energy field. How long we've been on here? 13 minutes. Which is known as the aura energy field. So the halo that surrounds their head is the aura energy field. So I'm sitting here thinking about the halo that was on my face, and I said that was my aura. I was seeing my aura. That's so crazy, y'all. We see my aura. So I say the halo that surrounds their head, which is known as the aura energy field, it's not only surrounds just the head, but also extends all around your body. This aura represents your physical, mental, emotional, as well as spiritual energies. The aura is often seen as a mix of fine color frequencies, which each color defines its own individual nature and characteristics. The vibration of this aura is very fine and subtle, so we need very fine instruments to detect it. Okay. Okay, so this says some of the same stuff, but it's a different thing. Okay. The vibration of the aura is very fine and subtle, so we need very fine instruments to detect it, or perhaps we can use our inborn intuitive mechanisms and our latent psychic potential to train ourselves not only to see the aura, but also to interpret the different colors and shapes in the aura, which can reveal us a lot of unsaid information. In scientific research, we have found that the aura is an electromagnetic field of energy that extends all around the body for about 4 to 5 feet. So as I did that video, I kept getting, something about the electromagnetic field. And a very average healthy bottle appears to be depleted in cases of unhealthy person. The aura of a person is directly connected to the level of health of a person. A person is considered to be healthy in terms of physical vitality. Okay, so we read that. Okay, scientists and researchers today all around the globe have confirmed that the matter which appears to be solid in reality is not true. This solid looking matter is actually made up of pure energy which is vibrating at a specific frequency which give matter properties like shape, size, texture, etc. And we talked about that's why we have organs. Our body is directly connected to sound, and when the sound is slowed down, well, the light is slowed down, sound, and the sound is slowed down and create matter. So these solid looking objects like a pen, book, and even the molecules, atoms, and cells in our bodies for that matter are actually made up of a vibratory energy particles called electrons, protons, neutrons, and furthermore tiny particles. So when these particles vibrate in their nucleus, a small electrical impulse is generated in our body, and according to the famous law of psychics, when there is an electric field around a body, a magnetic field gets developed automatically. So the tiny electrical impulses in our body result into the formation of a magnetic field around our body, which is actually known as the aura magnetic field of the body. Since everything in this universe is made up of the same constituent particles, electron, protons, neutrons, etc., that means everything has an aura. If we keep on expanding these so-called elementary particles, we reach a point where we find nothing but pure energy vibrating at the essence of these solid-looking objects. Everything in this physical universe is nothing but energy, which connects to everything in the universe. If we study our ancient Indian texts, funny because we were just talking about Indians in the last video, especially the Yoga Sutras, will come to know the subtle anatomy of the human chakra, which I was just explaining to you guys. The different colors of the chakra tied to your organs can let you know what organ is unhealthy. Spiritually, we can say that the aura is our very own soul nature. It reflects our innermost desires, feelings, emotions, etc. Aura is a layer of energy which interconnects all other subtle bodies and also acts like a shield covering and protecting our more refined subtle bodies like the mental, emotional, and spiritual and astral bodies. Like for our physical body to survive and maintain its health, oxygen plays a vital role for our existence. Similarly, the pranic forces, which are commonly called prana, is the subtle energy that is required by our more refined bodies to function and maintain a good health. So if we want our bodies to absorb oxygen properly from the environment, we should keep our lungs healthy, thereby keeping our physical body healthy. Similarly, if we want our subtle bodies to function properly and to absorb the pranic energies properly, we need to keep our aura healthy. Like for our physical bodies, do we regularly exercise to keep it healthy and working? We should also practice some of the energy exercises, which regulates the proper flow of pranic energies in our subtle bodies. One of those exercises is breathing and exercising. A lot of people don't know that they breathe the wrong way. They should be breathing in the nose and out of the mouth, and they should be breathing from their diaphragm and not always from their chest. So you should breathe from your stomach sometimes, from your diaphragm. Okay, scientific research done the overall human bioenergy field. Today, with the development of high-tech electronic gadgets and instruments which are able to detect fine, subtle vibrations in our surrounding, it has become possible for us to actually capture a glimpse of the human aura. The research on capturing this subtle energy field through electronic instruments was started by Sermon Curlin, who actually discovered that. Okay, so we read about him. So we're not going to read all of these, but I'm just trying to give y'all some of what it says. So now we're going to read this. And this say the halo and the crown chakra. So when I said halo, I wasn't thinking about aura. And then today I'm sitting here and this is just coming to me like you were seeing your aura. The halo you seen was your aura. When the crown chakra is activated as highest, there is a glowing energy aura around our head. So that's what we seen around my head. The more activated the crown chakra is, the more energy and brilliance will emerge. The energy will, after a very long time, activation appears as a transparent gold color. This energy is called a halo, an aura, an aureola, a mandora, a corona, a nimbus, a soul, etc. It can show up as a sun circle or a crescent shape around the head. We often can see this halo of sacred images and icons where it would appear as a golden disc behind the head of various saints, deities, and consecrated persons. Now, my name on Facebook, I was starting an entertainment company a year ago, 2 years ago, and I'm still working on it, but I haven't, really, it's, the things that I'm doing in my life, I'm just doing them to because I'm living. But I know that this life we live in not going to go on too much longer, so I don't really be like stressing the things that I be doing. I'm just doing them because I'm still continuing with my life. Um, so, and my name is my. I was starting an entertainment company. I do music, I rap, I sing, I play guitar. I know how to play 6 instruments actually. And my name is Cashmere the Deity on my Facebook, which is, um, which was my stage name. Um, so that's funny that it said deities. So, okay, head of various saints, deities, and consecrated persons. This kind of person have been awarded the glory as a kind of gift because they had had an understanding of divinity and wisdom at a higher level than the most of us. The halo shows us that they are sublime and divine souls who now should be honored by mankind. So this is why I try to spread the knowledge with y'all, because I know that I have an understanding that most people don't have. And it's hard for me to try to share the understanding with people because people think I'm crazy. It's like they think I'm crazy and I think they crazy. See how crazy that is? But people think I'm crazy, but I'm just trying to tell the truth of the matter so we can all have our chakras activated and our crown chakras activated, and we can all be seeing our halos, okay? This is what I want for y'all. I want this for y'all. I really do. So the word glory comes from the Latin word gloria, which just means honor. The glory or halo is like saying an energy radiation or a vibration of energy that emanates from the head, but which also can beam from all over the body and create an aura form from as such is called the amandula. The body energy is like an open book, which put everything on the table and tells the exact truth about the person emitting the energy. Nothing can be hidden in the aura. It is like a personal impression of energy, a fingerprint where one can read the person on the good and the evil. Of course, only if you can suggest and see the different aura colors, which always emanates from a person. The aura you can read mind-altering moods and sincere personality. Each thought has its own color energy, vibration, and melody, and each color can be deciphered and interrupted. To return to the glory or halo, it has a strong connection to the circle of energy. The halo is the seal, which occurs as a finishing touch and as a crown on our head, which we only can wear if we are worthy and true-minded. Listen to this, y'all. I told y'all I'm 144,000 and I'm sealed. I know that. I know that, and I'm trying to tell people they think I'm crazy. They don't believe that I'm 144. Only thing that they always say is, "Oh, the 144,000 is all man." Y'all don't understand those scriptures. It's not man. Man in that context is 444, which means mankind, meaning man and woman. God created mankind, man and woman. He created them. In Genesis, it say God created man. Woman and man created he them. So when they say man, it don't just mean man. It's saying man as in mankind. And what do I always say? We have to worship in spirit and truth. This is why my channel is dedicated to knocking down all the lies so that my subscribers can know the truth and they can get their crown chakras opened and be worthy and true-minded. So I say the halo is the seal, which occurs as a finishing touch, as a crown on our head, which we can only wear if we are worthy and true-minded. One of the angels seen carrying the halo or the heavenly king crown is the archangel Metatron. Do y'all know who Metatron is? Metatron is Enoch in our Bible. Enoch went up to heaven and his name was changed to Metatron. About the crown chakra, if you imagine that you put on a royal crown It corresponds roughly to where this crown center is located. The bottom of the royal crown sits like a cosmic ring around the forehead and back of the head, forming a sacred circle energy falls down over the rest of the body out into Mother Earth. The circle energy is also rising up and out into the Father Cosmos. The mountains takes of the royal crown protrudes above the head as an antenna that capture and receive energy from the cosmos. I told y'all I was receiving information from the cosmos, from the heavens. People think I'm crazy. All these antennas secrete energy. If the divisional energy is at its finest, the energy will form a sort of golden halo around the head. When the crown chakra is open fully, the halo energy will form a beautiful golden crown, which will float in with the Godhead's crown. And verily I say, look, this is the sun. So the 12 stars symbolize the sacred forces and energies that can be drawn upon. These 12 energies are vague or open when the crown chakra is activated at a higher level. And you see the heart chakra and the crown chakra, the two main things. What is the greatest commandment? Love God and love thy neighbor. The heart and the crown chakras are, okay. The halo has a connection to the energy sphere called the Keter. This is what I was seeing around the sun, y'all. This picture, it was like the sun and something behind it. It's the halo. Oh my goodness, y'all. How did we not know about this? The halo occurs when the Kundalini energy rises and moves in relation to the crown chakra. Be coronated with a royal crown. Demand wisdom. The same demand if you're looking for a halo to attire in. So this was a beautiful post. I mean, I can see your halo. That's all I can say. I can see a halo, halo, halo. I know. But yeah, guys, this was very interesting. Very interesting. So we already at almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. And I'll do the next electromagnetic field on the bad effects of the hole in the electromagnetic field. Till we meet again, family.